Hello everyone, how's it going? How has your week been? Did you do anything on Children's Day? Maybe you'll remember last week I told you that the 70s and 80s were a sad time for the UK. But the 90s is remembered more fondly. In the UK, the 90s saw an increase in pride and patriotism. This was largely motivated by new and young musicians, fashion designers, and artists who became very popular. This period became known as Cool Britannia. Everything had to have the Union Jack on it. The UEFA Euro 96 football tournament, that happens every 4 years, was also hosted in England. This event helped increase people's mood. England was the coolest place to be on earth. At the beginning of the 90s, a new music scene was beginning. It was called Britpop. Britpop consisted of alternative rock bands, and one of the most successful was Oasis. They were one of the biggest bands in the 90s, and are also very famous in Korea. The band was led by the brothers Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher. The band started in 1991 and came from Manchester. They are now one of the best-selling bands of all time, and have sold more than 67 million records worldwide. Oasis and another band, Blur, led the Britpop movement in the 90s. The song we're going to listen to is Don't Look Back in Anger.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, summertime's in bloom. I stand up beside the fireplace, take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. And so Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
So, what's the song about? Well, Noel Gallagher, who wrote the song, says he doesn't really know what it's about. But the lyrics seem to talk about a girl called Sally, who regrets breaking up when she sees the singer and his girlfriend. She knows that she can't go back to before, and tells the singer, "Don't look back in anger," which means don't look back at the past angrily.
So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. My soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
Overall, it's about not being sad about the past and being hopeful for the future. If you like this song, check out their other songs such as Wonderwall. Other famous Britpop bands are Blur, Suede, and Pulp. Moving away from rock, the next group from the 90s were a hit pop girl group. They were the Spice Girls. The group was the biggest girl group, and also the biggest British group since the Beatles. The singers of the group are Melanie Brown, Scary Spice, Melanie Chisholm, Sports Spice, Emma Bunton, Baby Spice, Jerry Halliwell, Ginger Spice, and Victoria Beckham, Posh Spice. She is David Beckham's wife, though they weren't married at that time. Their debut album, Spice, is the best-selling album by a girl group in history. They have sold over 31 million albums worldwide. We're going to listen to their debut single, Wannabe, from 1996.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig. If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, we could be just fine. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is.
This song moved the focus away from the rock-centric style of Britpop to full pop. The song took them only 30 minutes to write, as they all contributed a part. In fact, they wrote each part without thinking about how it would combine. The song is about the narrator telling a guy what he needs to do to become her boyfriend. He must be friends with her friends because friendship for her is forever, and he should contribute to their relationship.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is.
The pre-chorus has a bit of a strange part. Let's listen.
I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig. If you
Wanna is a contraction of want to, whilst wanna zigga zigga doesn't have any meaning. It can mean anything that's fun. The singer said that it's like words you make up when you're having fun with your friends. By the late 90s, Britpop had lost popularity, and pop girl groups like the Spice Girls became popular in the early 2000s. This was because there were many singing competitions at the time. Those shows created groups such as the Sugar Babes and Girls Aloud. Search those groups if you want to listen to early British girl pop groups. The 2000s saw many new subgenres of music. After Britpop, bands started doing a more melodic and introspective style. The most successful band at that time, and who are still active today, is Coldplay. Maybe you've heard this song. Coldplay debuted in 1996, but it wasn't until 2000, with the release of the song Yellow, that they became famous. The song Yellow helped them get recognized worldwide. Their third album, X and Y, was the best-selling album worldwide in 2005, whilst their fourth album, Viva La Vida or Death and All His Friends, was the best-selling album worldwide in 2008. They have sold more than 100 million records worldwide. We're going to listen to their first hit, Yellow.
was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I love you so. You know I love you so.
My favourite song of theirs is probably The Scientist. The Scientist has an interesting music video where the story is playing backwards. The singer had to learn how to sing the words backwards for the video. I recommend you to check out their other songs. In the 2000s, British soul also started to become popular and gain worldwide recognition. One of the most famous singer and that you've probably heard a song from is Adele. Don't recognize the name? How about this song?
Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times.
Or this one?
We could have had it both.
Or maybe this?
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too.
Adele debuted in 2007, just after she graduated from high school. She released her first album, 19, when she was 19 years old. Her second album, 21, was the best-selling album worldwide in 2011, and she is the first woman to have 3 simultaneous top 10 singles in the US Billboard Hot 100. The album 21 is the longest-running #1 album by a female solo artist in the UK and the US. We're going to listen to one of her earlier songs from 2008. This is Chasing Pavements by Adele.
I've made up my mind. Don't need to think it over. If I'm wrong, I am right. Don't need to look no further. This ain't last. I know this is life. But if I tell the world, I'll never say enough, 'cause it was not said to you. And that's exactly what I need to do if I end up with you. Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Or would it be a waste, even if I knew my best? Should I leave it there? Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere?
Adele had said that the song is about her breakup with her ex-boyfriend who cheated on her. After seeing him at the bar, she was walking on the street alone and thought to herself, "What is it you're chasing? You're chasing an empty pavement." She sang it and recorded it on her phone. When she got home, she made the song. Chasing pavements can be seen to mean chasing an empty hope.
Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Yeah.
Definitely check out her songs if you haven't heard of her before. She's a great singer with a really powerful voice. Now we're going to look at a singer from 2010 onwards. The final music artist we're going to listen to today is Ed Sheeran. He is a famous singer that you've probably heard a song from.
The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go.
Ed Sheeran is an English singer and songwriter. His second album, Times, was released in 2014 and was the second best-selling album worldwide in 2015. Whilst his third album, Divide, was released in 2017 and was the best-selling album worldwide. He is the first musician to have 2 songs debut in the US Top 10 chart in the same week, and at 29 years old, is one of the world's best-selling music artists, selling more than 150 million records worldwide. My personal favourite song of his is Lego House from his first album.
I'm gonna pick up the pieces and build a Lego house. If things go wrong, we can knock it down. My 3 words have 2 meanings, but there's one thing on my mind. It's all for you. And it's dark in a cold December, but I got you to keep me warm. If you're broken, I will mend you, and I keep you sheltered from the storm that's raging on. Now I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm gonna paint you by numbers and color you in. If things go right, we can frame it and put you on a wall. And it's so hard to say it, but I've been it before. Now I'll surrender up my heart and swap it for yours. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. Don't hold me down. I think the braces are breaking, and it's more than I can take.
So, how were this week's songs? Did you recognize any of them? Maybe you've already heard some of these songs, but you didn't know where the singer was from. I hope this video introduced you to some new singers that you hadn't heard of before, or maybe some facts that you didn't already know. And I also hope you found something that you liked. Maybe when you come back to school, you can tell me some famous Korean singers that I don't know. So until then, see you next lesson. See you next time. Bye.